So, who here likes ponies? And who here likes Minecraft? Well, I have good news for you. We have taken a whole bunch of ponies and stuffed them straight into Minecraft. So, what we have here is the Brony mod pack. Contains a whole variety of mods that will completely change the Minecraft experience to be far more equine. And then we also have the Brohoof and PonyMC servers that are two of the best pony Minecraft servers on the internet.
Tell them who you are.
So, getting started, right here we can see the intro screen of Minecraft, but it seems to be far more ponified. We even stuck pony music into it. But it doesn't play. Yeah, apparently that doesn't sound good. Yeah, good enough. So the Brony mod pack goes back a couple of years ago when we took our old mod pack, the Voxel mod pack, and essentially added a few pony-related features to it, and made a spin-off called the Brony mod pack. And from there, it grew to be far eclipse its original mod pack in popularity. So now the Brony mod pack is one of the most popular mod packs we make. And Apple Creek right here will be showing you one of its most popular mods, My Little Pony.
As some of you will notice, I am not Verdana. Verdana has handed the mod off to the mod pack team, and now it will be myself, the Apple Creek, our modeler, Callisto Valon, and some other coders. Renez, shout out to him. He was the one who updated it to 1.7.2 and 10.
Correct.
And also, we have another one that is also helping, which is Foxconn. So I'll get into the mod. Welcome to Equestria. So you'll see this a little bit later, but this is the Brohoof.com server. I guess I'll start showing you the mod here. We're in Town Hall, and we got some ponies. This is the updated version from Renez, the 1.7.2 version. And as you can see, we have all kinds of models. We have Earth Pony, Pinkie Pie, Alicorn, Twilight, Rarity as a unicorn, and all of them are their proper races. There's also some slightly modified models for, like, lilies, perhaps. Those are always cute. And some modified models that have modified bodies, like Big Mac with muscles. And we also have the very regal models. And these skins can also have transparency in them, so if you want to make a changeling model, it's possible. You can see the wings, they have holes in them, and the legs there. And that is pretty much what's in the core of the mod there. It also adds some single player features. So we have mobs. So here's the skeleton. I'm getting shot at. Don't like me. Some zombies. And we've got some smooths, but they're just purple. Purple slimes. Oh, right. We forgot villagers. So also villagers, they have, some of them have saddlebags. And those are the villagers you see in like the little NPC towns. All right, should we show them the stuff?
Yep. So,
you guys want to see the stuff? So yeah, in 2.0 we have plans on 4 new models, races, and we can show 2 of them here. We can show Spike in-game, and we also have 1 more that's still in development that we can show you. We've got sea ponies. And there's some other reskin spikes.
Yeah, you can skin any of the models that we put into this mod. So
yeah.
Regardless, you can make it look how you want. And sound.
We have sound.
And we're under attack.
We are under attack by zombies. Run, Spike. Now we can play the main music. Alright, now I hand it over to Strongback to show you mod that.
Good. We're going to set this back to normal mode just so everything is a pony. Okay, so as you may have noticed, the world of Minecraft looks slightly more pastel and Faustian than usual. And this is because our Voxel Mod Pack team artist Azad has allowed us to completely reskin all of the blocks with the Love and Tolerance texture pack. It's also included in the Brony Mod Pack. Let's get this bigger. And in addition, the Brony Mod Pack brings a whole bunch of other features that are useful for helping build the luscious world of Equestria that we've built here. Like our voxel flight allows Derpy here to escape from all the zombies that are pursuing and fly away. You see from behind, so I can see where we're going. Apple Freak also developed a mod called Voxel Cam, which makes it very easy to manage all the screenshots you take. So if we think that this lovely sunset during a zombie apocalypse is worth taking a screenshot of, we can easily take a screenshot and then take a look and view it and immediately upload those to image services like Twitter, Imgur, or Dropbox.
Reddit also works now. There's an Easter egg in this mod that pertains to ponies. If you can find it, send me a link on Twitter.
And also, if you've noticed in the top right corner is the voxel map mod. It lets you see, makes it navigating the world of Equestria very easy, as you can see where everything is. Pressing this key will let you see it up there. Great for navigation. And those are some of the main features we bring to the Brony Mod Pack. We invite you to download it on brohoof.com/modpack. There's a lot more packed inside, and it's definitely worth trying out.
Thank you.
Hello, we're from the Minecraft server Brohoof.com. We're a creative server that's dedicated to building a replica of Equestria in Minecraft that's as accurate to the show as possible. We started in April of 2011, and that makes us the oldest Pony Minecraft server that's still online. I'm Starbomb. I'm the admin in charge of the server, and I'm one of the main builders. This is Ratty. He is our founder, owner, and tech support all in one. We're going to start off by showing off a video of some of the stuff we built, and then Ratty will talk a bit about our history. I'm going to talk a little about the unique challenges of trying to build My Little Pony in Minecraft. And we'll get some time left after that before we hand off to PonyMC. We'll take a tour of our Equestria.
I'm Ratty with Brohoof.com. I'm just going to talk a bit about how Brohoof.com started and how things work there overall. Around 2007, I started a Team Fortress 2 community, and some of us from there got into Minecraft, and then some of us from there, Friendship is Magic came out around 2010, and I didn't find out about how awesome the show was until about the next year. And after watching a few episodes, I got the idea to make a Minecraft server where we all try to build a replica of Equestria, so we started on that. I looked around for other servers and that might have been doing that, and the only one was PonyCraft, but they weren't really actually trying to build a replica, we were just playing Minecraft, and they were all Brony. So I started Brohoof. I was going to show you. Get that. So we took a poll on the forums. We wanted to be a survival server or creative, and creative one. So we just focus on the artwork. For other servers or actual game, ours is just like build the best Equestria we can build. So we wanted to make sure we had the best quality possible. So we started making people, or when people would join the server, we'd make them build a Ponyville house in our test world, and that's what we're showing here real quick. Just make sure they can build really well and really are putting effort into what they're doing before they have access to building on our showcase Equestria world. Since then, we've managed to build pretty much everything from the show. I mean, there's some exceptions. We started over from scratch on the Equestria world 3 times already. So the one that you're seeing is the 4th version, and we just obsess over perfection. So that's why we started. So So now Sarwan's going to go over some of the challenges involved in building Equestria.
All right. Well, I do a lot of the builds you're seeing here on this server, so probably I know quite a bit about building it, but probably the biggest problem facing anyone that's trying to make a replica of Equestria in Minecraft or not is scaling everything. You'll see pretty much everything in our Equestria is a little bit bigger than it would look like in the show. And this is to deal with a lot of the scaling issues that come with this animating My Little Pony. So what we see here, this is a screenshot from the show, Tripper Cute Corner, and you can see Pinkie Pie up here in her room. And you can generally see that it looks like her room's about 3 Pinkie Pies across, maybe 4. And yes, the SI unit of measurement of length of an Equestria is indeed the pie. But let's take a look at the inside of her room. It's a lot. You can fit a lot more than 3 Pinkie Pies in there. So yeah. Yes. No one in Equestria is impressed by this particular feature of the TARDIS. And it's everything, it's not just buildings in the show that are bigger on the inside. You have mountains that are bigger on the inside, trains, entire cities are bigger on the inside. So in general, we try to compromise our interiors tend to be smaller and our exteriors tend to be bigger, just to find that balance that will
He's a ghost.
This is our rendition of Pinkie Pie's room. It's a lot smaller. There's not really anything we can do about that. Sometimes though, when the gap between the interior and the exterior is just too large to deal with, though, we do have another solution. We call it TARDISing for obvious reasons. Basically, the way we set it up is that when you enter a certain area of the world, it will automatically teleport you to a different place where we have the interior in a different place than the exterior of the building. So, for example, here is the Canterlot Throne Room. You see, it's bigger. And the other place where we use this feature quite prominently is the Crystal Palace. So this bit right here.
We also have a Fulbright mod. There's you, Sombra.
So yeah, the other challenge that comes with building these types of structures in Minecraft is lighting. So Equestria has a lot of big open interior rooms that it's just a pain to light up in Minecraft. And fortunately, we're not survival, because if we were, it'd be even worse, because then you just finish your epic Canterlot ballroom and realize you've just built a gigantic mob spawner. Yeah, there are a few tricks to lighting up your rooms without having to just spam torches and glowstone everywhere. So here we can see it in action, actually. Most blocks in Equestria or in Minecraft are opaque. They don't let light through. But there are a few that look opaque, but they actually do let the Minecraft lighting through, such as snow and carpet. These will, to the lighting engine, these behave like glass. So we put an opaque block on top, it's black, and we put snow on top, it's still lit. And so you can just, by putting carpet or snow on top of glowstone, you can just get this, you can just light up the floors of your rooms without having to deal with all this other crap. We're going to take a quick 5 minutes to take a tour of Equestria, so if there's anything you'd like to see, just raise your hand right now. You in the front.
Someone said, we have questions at the end, so.
All three parts down here. Yeah, we'll have more time for Q&A at the end. And so,
Hard to see it all from any one place.
Good thing we're a Pegasus.
Cloudsville is so huge, it has to be in its own world.
so someone from the back, but you with the blackish shirt. Yeah, you.
Can you shout louder?
Yes, they are.
Vines.
There we go.
You with the dirt? No, that's not. You with the orange ears?
In has Pony City that never sleeps, even at night.
A local searcher.
This will be our last one before we hand off to our PonyMC counterparts. So, yeah, you, the guy pointing at you. Actually, one of my votes. Nope, has no stairs. The kitchen has a few cobwebs in it. People gardens, books here. All right, and now we'll hand off to guys from PonyMC.
Let me take just a second here and get things hooked up. We have laptops. So this is the PonyMC server. We are one of the most populated Minecraft servers with the pony theme on the internet, like they mentioned earlier. We have currently 2 servers. We have a survival server and an Equestria recreation server. We have very active, friendly community. There's 2 of us up here presenting, but we actually have a whole bunch of staff members here today. You can recognize them with our PonyMC t-shirts here. A couple just scattered throughout the crowd there, you'll notice. I go by Orca on the Minecraft server. I'm the technical administrator over PonyMC.
And I'm known as Rainbow Pepper. I am the organizer and leader of the Equestria server and the builder organization.
Pepper's going to give you some information on the Equestria server and kind of give you a tour around it.
Where are you shoving me? So the point of that video actually was a recruitment app for our builders organization. You can actually go onto our website and sign up to take the builders exam and be on our team. And we have some strict requirements, but we're actually willing to help you along, and as long as you're determined, you'll probably get in. So, like them, we know how to we scale up our builds, because Minecraft, to add detail, you have to make it bigger. And we're not quite as big in scale, because we want to implement things like roleplay and economy, and we want to implement things like quests and lore later as gameplay for everyone. So players will actually be able to like own a house or a shop and act as however they want to play in the world. And it's a very, very large world. So there'll be just random things placed across it for you to do. And if you become a builder and you have an idea that's not canon, you can show us your town ideas and give us a little lore about it, and we'll help you work with it to actually implement it into the map and help it become part of the world and make it seem like it really fits in. So we've got towns like, we've got all the towns too, like Canterlot and Trottingham, and actually Griffos is one we came up with Griffin, since you never see that in the show. Should I show you a little more? Or do you want to do it? I'll give you guys a tour of our world. Alright, so here's Canterlot. This is actually where you'll spawn when you enter the Equestria server. You'll come out right through here. You'll see all the rules and everything. You're not going to look at it for. And then you'll come out here and you'll see the main city area. Eventually, these shops will be available for players for economy. Got the Royal Library over here. Greenery. Next to the Cloudsdale, we're trying to do as much as possible. This is actually one of our new neighborhoods. We're working on a new style now, converting it all over. And here's our little weather factory. Weather factory. We need more interior workers.
Real fast. All right, I'm going to go over survival real fast because, as I mentioned, we have two servers: the Equestria Recreation server, and then we also have a survival server. Like they have the client side mod, which converts everything to ponies. It doesn't have anything that gives you special abilities like as far as what the ponies have. So what we try to do on our what we try to do on our survival is we have a custom plugin that we wrote that gives you pony-like abilities on our survival.
Find Minecraft too dull, the survival server's too samey, mods not quite getting your pony hook? It might be time to try a new server, PonyMC, and its host of new class abilities. If you opt for pony mods, texture packs, or even go completely vanilla, you'll get to choose from one of the many classes. These classes are themed to pony types seen in the show and share many of their same abilities. Earth ponies can't fly, but they do take significantly less damage from attacks. They can craft anywhere without the need to place blocks, and they can craft many mob spawn eggs from horses to spiders, as well as the mighty saddle, which happens to be the tool many classes use for some of their special abilities. Unicorn. Unicorns are master archers, with an extra 10 points of damage and magical splash effect, which not only hits everything in a 4-block radius with 1 damage, but also splashes blocked hits. Who needs to fly when unicorns can teleport up to 50 blocks away? Like flying, it uses hunger per usage, and won't work when hunger drops too low. Unicorns earn more XP, but unfortunately take slightly more damage from attacks. They can also craft horse armor. Pegasus. Fastest flyers in all the land. Like all flying classes, you're immune to fall damage. You can also break blocks at reduced speed while flying, but be careful, flying uses hunger, and when you drop too low, you fall from the skies. Dragon. Dragon can fly with the same traits as Pegasi, but slowly, very slowly. What they lose in flight speed, they make up for in other cool abilities, like lava immunity. Never fear digging straight down again. They can also shoot fireballs, but as with coughing up anything substantial, it reduces your hunger. Sea Pony. Hate the song if you choose. There's no denying this class's abilities under the water. With the ability to fly through the water and never run out of breath, it's the new frontier. Of course, you need to see, so you get night vision in the water. Not only are you the only one that can craft ice blocks, but you can defend yourself like a Gatling gun, snowballs that attack with 0.5 damage. Griffin, another flying class with the same traits as Pegasi, except they fly slower. Slightly slower. Of course, there is a trade-off. You retaliate against anything attacking you and return 25% of the damage you take. When times get desperate, use an empty slot and attack with your talons to inflict 4 hearts of damage to your foes. Changeling. Masters of disguise and not involved in any cheesy movies, this class can take on the appearance of mobs. They can fly to boot, like Pegasi but slower. This class cannot regenerate health normally. They must attack mobs and steal hearts to recuperate their own. Not a superhero, this class does have a bevy of cool features. They fly very slowly during the day, but when night falls, or in dark environments, they can fly as fast as a griffin. Otherwise, they have the same traits as other flying classes. They can sacrifice hunger for 2 minutes of night vision, and while in dark environments, they inflict more damage. For current, up-to-the-date details on these classes, how to play and join in on the fun, or even to donate and show your love and support, please visit www.ponymc.com. And don't forget to hoof bump the staff.
So as the video showed, that was our survival server. We had a lot of different pony classes, is what we call them, to the server. We've actually got a new class that we've been working on. The zebra class is in beta right now. So it's being made. It's just not finished yet. You can try it out though. I mean, we don't promise it'll work yet. Its abilities are mostly based around brewing potions. The survival server, I'm not going to show it actually. I decided against that. It's standard survival. You can go out and build. There's a lot of player-made builds in there. But because we have so much traffic, we have a lot of things that have been implemented to try to help keep things interesting for everyone. You're not going to just join an environment that's already been mined out. We have it set up so that there's many different spawns. Like when a new player joins, there are, I believe, there were 5, but now there's I think like 7 or 8 new spawns that you can potentially join. As well as a whole bunch of works. So there's definitely going to be areas to go and mine, and we've actually got new servers. Like we mentioned earlier, we have 2 servers, but we have plans for there's mini games that we have planned, creative. So we're continuously moving forward, trying to make new, interesting things for everyone to enjoy. So I hope you guys can visit. I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun. And I believe we're going to open it up for Q&A now.
Yep.
How do y'all deal with new updates?
Oh, tons.
Recent updates.
Really? It's a torch? Yeah. Thanks, man. Well, both kids are.
When it comes to the mod pack mods, new updates can often be because it's quite a different trouble if they change something that's very specific to one mod. I'll tell you one of the things that's currently that has delayed the release of our 1.10 mod packs is the skin system has changed, but we've pretty much figured out a workaround for it, and we intend to have it released later this week.
Well, what about the world?
Oh, well, for the server, we update the server as soon as we possibly can, and that depends on the server mods all being up to date and working. And we kind of wait till the client mod is ready. It takes so long to get everything for all the mods and stuff to release updates.
Well, I mean more so for the building. Like, say if there was something that you wanted to add before when it came out with a new block or something.
Well,
New block release? Oh.
actually, when I was building our we actually had that exact same problem when we released Quartz. I wanted to rebuild our spawn world with the new blocks, but obviously we couldn't update the server at that point because a lot of our critical plugins that we weren't updated to the new update. So what we actually did, we ran a small server that was just for people who were working on builds that needed the new blocks. And when we were finally able to update the main server, we just merged the two worlds together.
If it's something simple, we could just search replace, with the new block. If there's a new block, it's cool and it's better.
As far as survival goes, like for ours, what we do is we update immediately, so you can still get the new block, and we have ways that you can kind of buy the block with in-game using other blocks, but we don't actually reset the map. Like we have, it's like maybe a year, every year we reset the map or so, but we give you a long time, like several months, to have staff help you transfer those over from screen. So that's how we handle it.
Next question.
Do you have Philadelphia in that mod, and what's the website to get the mod again?
Oh, well, the mod only is for the ponies. I mean, the towns and stuff, that's on our server.
I meant the server, actually.
Oh, okay.
Or the towns.
We do not have a Philadelphia, unfortunately. Our previous iteration of Equestria did, but the admin that ran Philadelphia didn't want to keep doing it for our Equestria 4, so we ended up not having a Philadelphia. We, in addition to the canon towns, Manhattan, Camelot, Ponyville, Clydesdale, we also have Las Pegasus. We have a Baltimore, so that's quite incomplete. We also have Trottingham. And as far as towns go, that's all we have.
So you also have a way to get the mod pack. Brohoof.com/modpack.
Yeah, this is our spawn world that I was talking about in terms of with the updates.
All right, go ahead. Next question.
On average, what is the average time it takes to build the stuff?
What kind of stuff do you mean?
Like, just one building. On average, how long does it
Well,
take?
obviously that varies a lot with the size of the build and how detailed it is. Like, I tend to be a pretty fast builder, so for something reasonably large like the Crystal Palace, that took about a week and a half. And
There could be multiple people working on it.
Yeah.
We also cheat a lot. We use like will edit and whatnot, so if we want to make a circle.
we're creative. It's not cheating.
Well,
we're
I'm
creative.
just using the word. Like, it's not choosing, it's creative. You know what I mean? It's not like.
Maybe like a 10 from the build here. Yeah, the building is fine.
Well, yes. So the spawn world, this entire world took me about 2.5 weeks, probably. For a smaller build like a house, like I built our Rainbow Dashes house and the Carousel Boutique, those can take a few days. Houses are generally quite simple to do once you have gotten a bit of practice with them.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Also, if anyone has seen a Dr. Who's toy in here because I lost it somewhere in here, please tell me. That would be
Next question.
Hi, my question is for the Brony mod pack team. Yep. Were you guys ever planning on doing collaboration with some of the other major mods, such as Unleashed or Ultimate?
Hate the beast?
Yes. All of our mods are based off of Light Loader, and those are Forge mods. We thought about it before, but we try to make our mods be things that don't really add any items to the game. We want things to help creative servers like Brohoof and things, just aesthetics to the game, like adding the screenshots ability in VoxelCam, changing the things to Ponies, just things that aren't gonna, like the mods with all the extra items and all that stuff.
That's how we've been going so far, but we're always open to changing things up in the future, including possible collaborations like that. You never know. Things change as time goes by.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
This is a class mission.
Okay.
My class is called the Alicorn. What, already released?
We actually do have an Alicorn class. What we do is, whenever you're playing on the server, you earn up points for playing on the server. We call them Pony points. But once we hit 50,000 Pony points, we're going to have a system soon where you can buy the Alicorn class using the points you have earned playing the game. So it exists, it's just not open to everyone. You have to kind of earn it.
So it's like a VIP?
You don't pay for it like money. It's not VIP in that way. It's just it's more for players who have played a long time, for the players who have stuck around. So, but yes, you use the 20 points you earn playing in game to get the Alicorn class. Pretty much everything the other classes do, you mentioned.
That sounds very OP.
I was wondering, are the mods required to log onto the servers?
No, both servers don't require any mods.
Also, is the mods available for Mac?
Yes.
Yes, the mod pack is compatible with Mac, Windows, and Linux.
And with Java.
Does your pony skin conflict with the classes?
Are you asking if you have a skin, it goes with the class?
Yeah.
No, you set your skin through the mod, and you can pick whatever class you like, but I mean you're free to have them be the same, but they don't automatically. They're not necessarily the same.
You are perfectly free to have unicorns and earth ponies running around in the air.
Yep.
Hello, fellow PonyMC user right here. Hello. I was just wondering, do you have any plans for future events, scheduled events, maybe possibly weekly or daily events in the PonyMC server? Because it seems to me most of them seem to happen at random, like the infamous spawn holes.
Yes, those are kind of part of that is intentional. We want those to be kind of random so that players that are active and playing, they don't just, oh, well, I'm going to join during this event and then never show up again. So the larger or the smaller events like the polls, those are intended to be random and unannounced. For larger events, we intend to, those are announced well in advance. They're just not very common right now because of all the development into new features we've been working on. We do plan to have them in the future, but we want to make sure that they're well planned so that they don't just kind of fall flat. But yes, we do. Okay.
I'm Division from Seattle, and I'm wondering how to change your skin in Minecraft as a pony, or like a sea pony or a fat pony.
The mod has a, yeah, I might as well show you. Here in the main menu, if you don't have voxel menu, I believe it's
It's the F1 key on the main menu.
F1 key on the main menu.
Or if you have the
Or if
voxel
you have-
menu, it's available as a button right here. It's called HD Skin Manager. And you can pick any skin. It can be both like standard Minecraft resolution or even higher definition, so you can have a clearer design. And right now the mod currently supports Earth Ponies, Pegasi, Unicorns, and Alicorns, and in the future you'll use the same system to upload skins of the other classes like Dragon and Sea Pony.
I've played on Brohoof before, and staff was trying to help me download the mod pack or whatever it is, and it did download, but when I launched it, it just made the game really laggy and do anything.
It's tough to debug technical issues over a panel like this. But if you're having any particular issues like that, I recommend sending a support request to our official modpack support site, support.voxelmodpack.com, and we can try and help you out with any technical issues there.
Also on the Brohoof forums, there's a support forum, and people are really helpful on that. The whole community, you can jump right in and try to look smart and help people, so it's close there too.
So with the addition of the crystal tree castle thingy, does that mean that the Golden Oak library is completely done for? Or do you still have it?
On the episode air, we did burn the Golden Oaks library to the ground temporarily, but it's been restored. Our Equestria 4 happens to match up more closely with Season 3. We haven't quite updated to all the Season 4 builds, so we are planning to release Equestria 5 fairly soon, and that will have the ruins of Golden Oaks as well as the Twilight's new castle.
What technique is? Like it basically loads mod packs and such?
Yeah.
Does it work with Technic or no?
I'm sorry, say the question again?
Like, do you use Technic to load the mods pack?
No, we don't. We use our own specially designed installer, designed by one of our developers, and it's a pretty reliable system that makes it nice and easy.
I think we have time for just one more question.
Thank you, Judith.
Was there anything else you can buy with points other than the Alicorn status?
Yeah, we have a lot of plans for the points. Right now, none of the points can be used to purchase anything at the moment. The plan is to have it so you can buy Alicorn, you can buy additional set home commands, additional homes. You can buy a quicker class change, because right now you can only change your class every few days. So a quicker class change, it's basically there to reward players who are active on some communities. But yes, there's going to be a lot of things. Yeah, that's everything up.
Thank you, everybody.